Hello, Dave Dog here. Welcome back to Road to Glory with Bradford Park Avenue. And things haven't been going really well at all. If I had some hair, I'd have been tearing it out, tried different formations, different tactics. But since we lost to Scarborough in our last episode, then we went to Braintree and lost 2-1. And we were not in the game at all, really. A late goal from Carter Denson, a consolation goal, conceded in 13th minute and 60th minute. Carter Denson getting the man of the match for that goal. Form has been very poor. None of them really playing up to their ratings. Next game was Kettering at home, and we got a 0-0 draw. We changed back to the old containing tactic, and this worked to some extent, but we're just not scoring goals. The young players that were previously doing well up front are not. Finn O'Boyle's not doing too bad in the number 10 role, but nobody's finishing off chances. If you see, we had Hamed and Doherty up front there, neither of them doing very well at all. Defensively though, a better performance in that game with all the defenders over 7. Thought maybe we'd found something there, we'd sorted our defensive problems out, but next game, disastrous. We went to AFC Telford and lost 4-0, probably our worst defeat in this save. I can't remember one as bad as that. Telford are around about the playoffs. Yeah, another penalty away. We've tried everything to try and sort this out. We haven't got stay on feet on, but we've just got normal tackling. Maybe should put stay on feet, but the number of goals we're conceding, that would probably lead to even worse defending than we're seeing. I do think it's an FM23 problem. You don't see many tackles going in now. Players just run through the defence and take shots at will. GSK is a worry as well. Only Tom Sams has really come through and played in central defence. He's been quite reasonable form, but can't get a good group there together. Up front, we had Hamed in a single striker role. Not bad at 6.8, but I don't know where those marks came from. We didn't really have a lot of chances. So next game was Buxton at home. We were looking for better after that 4-0 defeat. Again, it was a late goal, a Jamie Spencer set piece on 90 minutes. Burgess 27 and Bowden 74. As I say, I've been racking my brains and trying different things. Jamie Spencer got the man of the match at 7.9 basically for the goal. 6.5 for GSK. 6.2 for Sams. So players up and down, just no consistency whatsoever. What I've tried to do now, I've tried to keep the same tactic, the same training. So rather than switching about, I don't think switching about actually helps. Stop trying to take the advice so much of my assistant Bashel. I don't know whether it's helping or not. It has done in previous when I've managed and taken what the assistant's saying. I suppose it depends on the assistant. He might be the problem. Obviously it's not me. It's our backroom team, and we've got a young team. I think we need to manage expectations here. Next game, not a bad performance. Chester just outside the playoffs, and we went down 3-2. 0-0 at half time, was looking good again defensively. Then just after half time, Chester opened the scoring. We quickly equalised through Hamed on 48 minutes, but Chester again went in front on 58, and then they went 3-1 up in the first minute of added time, and Finn O'Boyle got one back 4 minutes added time. Hamed at 7.4 with a goal. That was encouraging, that maybe he's coming back to form. But defensively, 6.5, 6.3, 6.5. As we'll see in the recent match, have gone back to what worked for us last season, and we managed to win. Although Tamworth are bottom of the league, and we were expected to win the game. Finn O'Boyle with 2 goals. He's the one guiding light in our team. He's been very good. A good defensive performance apart from Mitch Lund, who played at left back in this one. We had Lund at left back, Sams and Staunton. Staunton's been out injured, by the way. And 2 fairly late goals, 76 and 82 for Finn O'Boyle. Yeah, looking up, probably a different episode today than if we'd have not won that game. So today we are in the FA Trophy second round. It's a home tie against Banbury. If we look back on the results there, we drew away 0-0 at Banbury. That was after a previous 3-1 win against Nuneaton, who were near the bottom. So maybe we can do the same thing again. We'll just look where we are in the table. it looks better reading than it probably would have done before that win against Tamworth. Just outside the drop zone, 20th place, 16 points from 18 games. We're behind the relegation ratio of a point a game. We need to improve. We've lost 10 of our 18 games and minus 13 goal difference. Guiseley, local rivals, are a point behind us. Braintree 2 points behind with a game in hand. But we really need to close that gap with 4-point gap to Kettering above us. Playoffs miles away, 14 points. I think we should forget about that pre-season target and concentrate on mid-table. Slowly building, maybe bringing some more youngsters through. Let's have a look at today's team then. So here is the team for today's FA Trophy game against Banbury. We've made 2 changes, bringing in Osborne and Ferguson, our new signings at fullback. O'Dunstan moves to anchorman in defence. This is a formation we finished up with in our last game and it led to 2 goals, so hopefully we might have hit on something here. It's a 4-2-3-1 with a defensive midfielder, attacking midfielder, and we're going on balanced. It's the same front 4 as in the last game. Doherty on the right, Longbottom on the left, man in form, goal scoring phenomenon. Finn O'Boyle is number 10 and David Hamed up front as an advanced forward. On the bench then we've got Brandon Barber, our 16-year-old keeper. Mitch Lund drops to the bench. He's the other change. Ferguson coming in for Lund. Spencer is out. Osborne comes in for him. Captain Spencer, he's not been playing well recently. Alex Simpson moves up to the bench, our under-18 Scottish international, as cover for number 10. He can also play as a forward. And Carter Denson, he's our sub-forward. Harrison Hopper is injured. He's out for another 9 days to 3 weeks with a twisted ankle. Hopefully we can reach the next round of the FA Trophy. And it's Hamed that gets us underway. Rain pouring down. Always, isn't it, in Football Manager. And it's Banbury who are slight favourites in this. They're 7 points in front of us in the league. As I've already said, we drew 0-0 at their ground earlier in the season. So we hope for as good a defensive performance as that again. And just on the financial side, I forgot to mention that we are now back in the black. We've just got under £14,000 in the bank after we've had some good money coming in from the FA Cup ties. And here's a first chance and opening the scoring in the 6th minute. There we are. Banbury are in front. We'd stopped that recently, conceding those early goals, but we're up against it here. Let's skip that and shout and encourage the team. And this is what we've got. No shots, nothing on target. And before the game I said go out and carry on where you left off from in the last game, but it doesn't look like we've done that. It doesn't mean start playing after 65 minutes. And balling from the back, Osborne heads it out, but not far enough, and picked up again by Banbury. And they're keeping the ball well here. We can't get a foot on it at all. Rasulo puts it through. Vaughan squares it. Staunton back pass to GSK, and they've still got it. We're still defending. Can't go too behind. Oh, good tackle by Sams and a shot over the top there. In the 18th minute, and we haven't had a shot on target. There we go. We've got one now. Everything I say, it happens. Against. We're getting back in the game. Hamed out to Doherty. Doherty through ball. He's there again. O'Boyle, but saved by the keeper. He was putting them in the last game, but that's more encouraging. Some attacking play. Always press Lucas Vaughan. Yeah, we'll follow that instruction. Danny Bushell. Always giving me bits of advice there. As I said earlier, we're not always taking it though. And it's Banbury again. Plays it in. Oh, that's a tame shot from GSK. Picks that one up easily. And 2 shots, 2 on target. Tell Sams to mark him. Yep, go on then. He always tells me after the event, don't say a player will have scored 2 or 3 goals and then he'll say mark him. So he's very forward thinking is Danny, maybe not. And that looked like a back pass there. And be a harsh referee that would give that one though. We're coming up to half time, just a 1 goal behind. But it's been Banbury in the play most, 1.21 XG against our 0.38, but we're coming back into it. The encouraging thing is we've had 3 shots and they've all been on target. We've gone in the league games recently without getting shots on target until late in the game. So the team talk is, I know everyone in here has a lot more left to offer, so show them what you're all about in the second half. Not much response apart from Lucas Dunstan looks happy, although he's not playing that well in his anchorman role. Not as well as he did when he was switched there in the last game. But let's get into the second half then, and hopefully we can turn this one around. So it's Banbury with the kickoff. We've got a kickoff highlight. This seems ominous, and it's not going to be a bad start, is it? Again, like it was in the first half. They're playing the ball through. We just let them walk past there, but that's Sam's tidying up at the back. It may be our highlight here. Knock forward. Hamed actually goes up and jumps. He's been letting the centre halves win those, so that's a positive. Sams Dunstan plays it out wide to Doherty. Doherty's cutting inside and plays it back to Sams, keeping possession. O'Boyle, he's not going to challenge for that. Dunstan wins it again. Fielding, Hamed's through, and he squeezes that one in. Looks like the defender had him covered, but Hamed equalises. First minute of the second half, and that's just the start we needed. Oh, look at that dance, nice one. A bit of a can there on the side, and Dunstan winning that ball nicely, fielding, through ball. Hamed, bit behind him, brings it through, and oh, it went in off the defender. He did block it, but Hamed's goal on target, and we're back in the game. And shots 4 on target from the 4 we've taken, and we're on top. If you look at the momentum there in the right hand side, but here's Banbury. Hopefully can win the ball back like we did in the last highlight, and Sams cuts that one out. Doherty, he's looking lively on this right hand side, running at the defence. He's going to go all the way, is he? He's going to go all the way. Oh, hits the post. Hamed picks it up and he gets his second goal. Defender was sleeping there, Pearson, and we're 2-1 up. This is looking very good for us now. Is it another celebration? Yeah, a different one this time, not the can. And Doherty, good run there, and very unlucky. I thought I was going to slot it in myself, and off the post, defender messes it up, and Hamed sniffs out that one and puts us in front. Hopefully we can go on and win this game now. 7 shots, but they've only had 1 shot on target, the actual goal. Sam Fielding looks like he's given everything. I think we should replace him with Jamie Spencer. Let's have a look. We're up to 70 minutes. So Sam Fielding is poor, but he's playing well. He's our second best player behind Hamed. Anyone not playing so well apart from GSK? I'm not going to sub the keeper off. O'Boyle, 6.6, not playing as well as he has been. Let's give him a rest. Let's bring Alex Simpson on. I've been training him to be a attacking midfielder, and young prospect, Scotland under 18. He's been going away regular with them. This is his chance. Yeah, he has played in previous cup matches and played well. We'll just make that 1 sub for now. Simpson's chance, and we're running to the final stages of the game. We're on top, 2.09 XG. But here's Banbury, and Fielding cuts that one out. Hamed again, we're going forward again, plays it to Longbottom. Longbottom's clear on the left. Can he get a shot in? Defender's covering, but shoots across goal and wide of the far post. But some better attacking play here. Here's Staunton, free kick. Oh, well saved by the keeper there. That was going in top corner. Great free kick from Staunton. Not seen him taking them before. It's usually Fielding or Spencer. Longbottom with the corner. 84th minute, taking his time, plays the ball in. Doherty's around there, but 3 defenders around that and clear it. Dunstan loses the ball on the edge though, and 85 minutes. Let's make another change then. Fielding, playing well. Let's bring Spencer on for Fielding. I've had this before where they've and put him on a ball winning midfielder, defend. Had it before where we've had low condition players costing us a game. And Dunstan's really playing well in that anchorman role. What we've got left, 8 to 7. Let's leave it at that for now. Can always do it in the injury time. So into the final stage. How much injury time? Added time 4 minutes, and that's running away. Can we make a sub now? We're into the last minutes. Not really much point. And we should be in the hat. Yes, we are. 2-1. We came from behind. A good performance there. Hamed back on the goal trail with 2 goals. Lovely. Great job, lads. Let's see who we get in the next round then. Some of the aftermatch media reaction, and I like this one from Virginia Lindsay. I don't usually pay much attention to these, but couldn't believe what I was seeing out there. We must have created at least 20 decent chances. Let's hope we can carry this on and create loads of chances. If we can get both ends of the fields right, then we can certainly move places. It's certainly a game of ups and downs, is Football Manager. Here's a momentum graph from the Banbury game. Certainly a game of two halves. Banbury on top in the first. In the second half, we got our 2 goals, especially early in the second half, and come back strong at the end. So that's looking good for fitness. We'd been tiring a lot, although we've only had 1 game this week. It's very, very hard, is this save, and one of the hardest saves I've done, whether it's FM23 or whether it's just the status of Bradford Park Avenue, I don't know, but I'm really enjoying it. Most of the time anyway. Third round draw. It's back in the old-fashioned draw, not the new revamped one. The FA Trophy hasn't been worthy of the revamped draw. We'll run through this as quickly as we can. Hopefully we'll get one of the earlier draws, as there are 72 teams in the draw. So just whiz through. On the new type draw, you can go through to where your team is going to be drawn. We're going to have to go through all of it here. Any home tie would be a good one, preferably against a lower club, although we've played one in our own division so far. It would be nice to get a good run in this competition and get some money in the coffers. We might be able to pay for players then. We might be able to afford Finn O'Boyle, who we've got a £60,000 transfer fee agreed with, although it's not binding. Yeah, we're going to be the last team out here. You can see, oh, we've got it. Chorley away. So team in our league. How are Chorley doing? They're 9th in the league. So tough one. I think we recently played Chorley in the league. Yeah, we lost 3-1 at home to them. So we're going to have to put in a good performance to get anything out of that one. So when is that one going to be played? Saturday the 23rd of December. Yeah, we'll come back for that then. We've got a game the Tuesday before that, so we won't be fully fit, and we've got a game 3 days after Boxing Day filed at home. We'll come back for the FA Trophy 3rd round tie against Chorley in the next episode. Please comment, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. If you haven't, then please let me know anything that would make it better. Thank you very much again. Dave Dog, goodbye for now.